Alright guys, what's up? Name's Virum, and I will be showing you how to play Zed today, or at least some of the basics of his mechanics and what makes him different and cool. Please disregard the build down there, it's just for cooldown reduction and basically learning. Here's the deal with Zed, right? Is what makes him such a cool champion is the fact that he has, like, these shadow mechanics, right? As you may have heard of, and probably what interests you in playing Zed in the first place and why you're reading this guide. But just to be sure you know what you're doing, or if you just don't know how to play Zed at all, what makes him cool is that his W skill, right, it lets him create a shadow of himself. That's pretty cool, I guess. It's just a shadow, right? But no, it gets cooler. It's better. So, like, may have quite a bit of a cooldown, but, alright, we can use it again. So, please disregard the Steam messaging things. So, basically, what else is cool about the shadows is that he can also copy his abilities. So you can use his E skill and his Q. Which is cool, right? So, you can see how that could create a lot of, difficulty of playing Zed. That's kind of what adds to his skill cap a lot. Additionally, another thing with his shadow, you can use it and switch places with it. So that can be used to go over walls and juke people out completely and just completely mess with them. So another cool thing you can do with Zed, well, let me just explain a few things to clarify here, is that when using their shadow, you see here how they have the little green thing. That means you're in close range to switch places with it. Now that area there will change colors over time, and based on your distance from the shadow to explain certain things. For example, when you throw it over there, it gets yellow or red. When it's red, you can't switch places with it. When it's yellow, it's just a warning to let you know that you're kind of getting out of range, but you can still switch places with it. So, also, even if you can't switch places with it, it'll still copy your abilities. So, you kind of want to drag the duration out sometimes when you're escaping with your shadow. For example, if someone were to be chasing me through this brushes, right, let's say like some angry person would just be coming in through here, right, and I'm running away, several things you could do in this scenario. You could just completely fake them out, and just leave a shadow, like, well, not there. I don't know what just happened, but, like, my screen just, like, shut off for a second. So, basically, you could, like, if you were running from someone, you could just, I don't know why it's not letting me do that. That's strange. Well, thing is also, your E skill, right? You can see in the tooltip that, it says each enemy hit by Mimic Shadow Slash will be slowed by 35% for 1.5 seconds. So, you could use this to slow down enemies after you switch places with your shadow. So, let's see if I can get it right this time. So you're running away, right? And as you're walking through the brush, you can throw your shadow into this bush here, right? And then as you're walking away, you can just switch places with it, and they'll have no idea what the hell's going on. That's one of my favorite jukes to do, just like throwing it into brush while you're already into brush, so they can't really see what you're doing, because the particle effects tend to get hidden when you're in brush. Similar to how, like, if you walk into a brush while Nunu is ulting, you won't be able to see it. So, a different way you can do, say someone was chasing me through here, right? After you swap places, you could use your E, and anything hit in that area there would get slowed down, allowing you to kind of get rid of the gap a little bit. Additionally, after the 3.7 nerfs, any enemies hit by your Mimic Shadow E will reduce the cooldown of your shadow by 2 seconds. But that only applies to champions. It used to work on minions, but now it doesn't. So, when people are chasing you, oh, look at that. When people are chasing you, you hit a lot of them, so if it's multiple, you can most likely use your shadow again in a short amount of time. Additionally, another much simpler gank you can, well, not really gank, mechanic you can perform with your shadow is pretty simple. Go over walls with it. That's pretty easy. That's one of the easiest ways to just get people off your tail. But if they're persistent, and if you're a good Zed, or if you get better as Zed, most likely people will be persistent. So, you're gonna want to, like, just keep on slowing them down or keep on running away from them, so you can jump over, like, multiple walls. There's some walls you can't go over, like, this one, for example. Like, that's just too big to do that. You have to, it has to be, like, if you were flashing over a wall, for example, it would have to be, like, that range, you know? Like, you'd have to cast it halfway over, like that. Okay, well, never mind. A lot of the time that you killed, your shadow just chooses to let you perish, and it's really disappointing and depressing. But, yeah, but you have to have a lot of faith in it, and, just get better with your reaction times, as Zed, and, you'll be able to use it a lot more efficiently. Also, I really hope y'all don't think I'm subliminally messaging y'all with my... sending subliminal message to y'all with my background. It's just weird, and every time it hits a certain amount of frames, it just kind of shuts off like that. So, additionally, when you're in lane, your main poke is gonna want to be you throw your shadow out and you E. That'll slow them down for a little bit, and that's always good. Your E's damage is good, and since you should be maxing at first, it'll do great damage. Additionally, what you can do is, if you're, it'll cost a lot more energy, but if you hit them with the slow, right, then you can throw your Qs at them, and hit both of them if they're slowed down, if you manage to react fast enough. Additionally, last, the main basic of Zed is the way Q works with your shadow, right, is that you throw out your shadow and you click where you want both shurikens to go. That's very important to note, because if you don't do that, if you do something like kind of like this is how I thought it was before Zed was released. Like, you would choose a position, and I would assume that both shurikens would go that way, because the shadow would just be looking at it like that. Like, the shadow would just throw it the exact same way you threw it. But no. The shurikens will go in the same direction that you clicked, or that you casted it into. So they'll try to hit the same spot wherever you were casting to. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the basics of Zed, and I will see y'all next video.